Hello everyone, I'm Yingshan Tang, a grade 11 student from Wuhan Haidian Foreign Language School. Today I'm excited to delve into a topic that's close to home for many of us, Seattle's climate. As we're all aware, our beautiful city is not immune to the effects of global warming. Over the years, we witnessed shifts in weather patterns, rising sea levels, and other signs of environmental change. In this presentation, I will explore the specific impacts of global warming on Seattle and discuss potential solutions we can implement to mitigate its effect. Let's have an intro at first. Global warming poses one of the greatest challenges of our time, leading to melting glaciers, more frequent extreme weather events, and the loss of vital ecosystems and species. Recent studies highlight the growing awareness of global warming among individuals across various sectors of society. Major companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft are committing to ambitious goals, such as zero emissions. In response to this crisis, in this presentation, we will focus specifically on the climate changes observed in Seattle and their implications. I will first divide everything into two parts: the global warming effect and the possible remedies, as the title said. And for the effect of the global warming, I will use four perspectives to analyze the climate change: precipitation, temperature, sea level, and severe heat in urban. Next, the review of Seattle's climate in light of four climate change related factors. So for the first one is the precipitation. As we know, Seattle has another name for the rain city. So the first factor that I want to research is for the precipitation for sure. And here's the yearly precipitation in Seattle from 1948 to 1022. It's same in figure 1 and 2 according to Seattle Weather Blog. Here's a graph that displays the average precipitation for each decade from 1950s to the 2010s. Is created by myself for using those data. As we can see though, from 1950s to 1980s, the average precipitation slowed down until the 1980s, and from 1980s to later, the average precipitation up and down. So which made me feel curious is about the point of 1980s maybe to during the 1990s, because there might be something happened to cause the 1980s to be the lowest average precipitation point. And also in this point, the trend of precipitation change is changed. So what happened during 1980s and 1990s? While there's no clear evidence, some theories exist. For example, since the late 1990s, the city government has focused on improving water quality and habitat restoration. Also in 1999, the U.S. National Marine Fisheries Service declared some salmon population damaged. Yeah. And Mayor Paul Skill initiated historical government program in 1998. My theory suggests those efforts might have influenced increased precipitation during 1980s. This is supported by forecasts of more rainfall events in Washington. And second is about the temperature, which is seems to be the most direct factor related to global warming. For the Figure 4 illustrates how the temperature has been rising steadily since 1950. The graph displays the potential temperature. The temperature rises in a tandem with the representative concentration pathways, indicating a significant correlation between rising temperatures and heat emission. Next is about the sea level. Seattle, situated on the west coast near Puget Sound, is affected by rising sea levels due to global warming. Understanding Puget Sound sea level changes can help across the impact of global warming. The global climate is undergoing various changes, including warming temperatures, rising sea levels, reduced snow and ice, changes in ocean chemistry, and more extreme weather patterns. Many of those changes are driven by human activity. And in the figure 7 shows a progressive rise in sea level over time. In 1900, the sea level ranges from negative 0.30 to negative 0.15 meters, while by 2020 it's expected to range from 0 to 0.15 meters. Finally, it's about severe heat and urban area. In Washington, urban heat is a significant issue with global impact, mainly due to the urban heat island effect caused by dense urban living without green spaces. The population residing in urban heat islands has increased alongside urban expansion, especially in the 5 largest urban counties: Clark, Key, Paris, Snohomish, and Spokane, which account for over 65% of the state's population growth in the past decade. Vulnerable populations include those over 65 years old are particularly affected. Second is about possible remedies. It's clear that most nations fail to meet efficient emission limits and not balance the cost and benefit of reducing greenhouse emissions. Relying solely on national agreement isn't enough. Nationally implemented measures can lead to significant emissions reductions. Governments should enact stringent laws, conduct regular spot checks, and impose fines to achieve efficient emission levels. Planting more greenery can help absorb heat and carbon dioxide. Encouraging fewer people to use transportation and reducing ocean fuel extraction are also crucial for controlling global warming. Raising awareness about the importance of addressing global warming is vital. If governments prioritize this issue, they will impose restrictions on business and individuals. If all nations unite to tackle global warming, we can address this worldwide concern that affect future generations. Finally is the conclusion part. So this is focused on how global warming impacts Seattle's climate and suggests response from the public, private sectors, and individuals. It doesn't explore the sudden increase in precipitation in 1990s or details the specific action needed for those solutions. Future research will likely prioritize implementing those potential fixes and improving environmental conditions over raising awareness. Here's the reference of my thesis. And finally, thank you. Thanks for listening.